Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are back with more of the Arrow. We left off with bullcrap. um, yeah, the team was tranked, and they found out about Lila, so that's a thing. But before, okay, so we went off to Russia. We got what we needed. Right? We got what we needed. Yeah, we got what we needed. Then Laurel, we were able to convince Laurel thanks to Anatoly, and I'm glad Anatoly was back. It's only for this last episode, which is kind of sad. It's the last time we see him. But yeah, we were able to convince Laurel to not betray us, or to betray Oliver. Roy came back to the team, so assumedly Roy and the others, the future kids, are gonna be back at the bunker. And that's gonna be an interesting reunion. I wonder if we're gonna show that at all. You know, seeing like the rest of them like remember Roy. Roy doesn't, or at least, yeah, the rest of them remembers Roy. William especially. Roy doesn't like recognize them, and all. It's gonna that'd be very interesting reunion. I wonder if we're gonna see like their reaction to each other or anything. Yeah, the team, the rest of the team, that Laurel went to go meet up with Lila. She says, you know, she's not gonna tell. You know, first Laurel says, you know, I'm not gonna betray them. What would be the point of bringing my planet back if I just go back to the way I was before all that happened? All this happened, you're back to being backstabbing kind of person. And then she says to Lila, you should tell the rest. She's like, not yet. And then they showed up, and then they were tranked by somebody, we don't know who. Other Argus people, or somebody else that the monitors employ. I don't know. Let's find out. The heck? Oh, don't tell me you took him somewhere else.
The mayor needs you to be on point. He's waiting for you.
He who? Isn't Pollard the mayor?
In our dreams, maybe. What's the matter, Oliver? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Are you serious? What?
The longer this drags on, the worse it gets. Let me do this. I'll have his back.
Don't die again. I know this isn't gonna last, but don't die again anyway.
Put it down. This is over.
This isn't over until you stop it, Oliver. That's the only way out.
What are you talking about?
Oh, god dang it. He has to stop fighting him? Or what?
I need to speak with you. This is gonna sound crazy. I have been here before. So have you.
What are you talking about?
Like
Groundhog.
You're dropping me into some sort of alternate reality time loop.
Like Groundhog Day.
Sure.
That's what I said.
This one ends in a lot of people dead, including the two of us.
Okay. How can I help?
Do you actually believe me?
Oliver, I've seen one daughter die and come back to life twice. I've seen another come from some other
Figured you'd
Earth.
believe him.
I've seen a guy in red run so fast he can reverse time. This is not exactly outside the norm. Also, I'm done learning my lesson about doubting you because that always bites me in the ass.
God, I miss you so much.
What happens now?
Stop right there.
Oh, it's you.
You tell me she remembers.
We are both here for the same thing. There is a crazy space god who has me trapped in a time loop.
Yeah,
Partner!
me too.
Partner in crime.
It's my second time through.
Same.
Quentin's upstairs buying us some time.
Ooh.
Quentin, he's here.
Back. She doesn't know that part.
I think we just activated some type of fail-safe. Look, we need more time on the next loop, Laurel.
It would probably help if we found each other faster next time.
There's a party at the Palm Tech building. Meet me there.
Are we talking formal wear or?
Hey, baby girl. I didn't think you were gonna make it.
Me either.
You okay, honey?
I'm just really happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you, too.
We did it.
I forgot she has that.
Okay, fine, you did it.
Not again! God! Ugh. I know he's not gonna be back by the end of this, but god dang it.
But whatever it is you're feeling toward me, that's on you. Thank you for the advice, Dr. Phil. And now here's some for you. The next time you decide to double-cross someone, don't pick a woman who specializes in revenge.
You're threatening me.
Yes. Yes, I am. But don't worry, you won't remember anyway. And by the way,
She might.
I pull off the short hair way better than you do.
Ah! Dang! That's harsh, man.
There's something else? Laurel, sweetheart, I always know when you're hiding something from me. Please tell me. What is it?
It's a year and a half ago when Diaz, when he shot you in the real reality or whatever, you didn't exactly, to save me.
Best way I could have gone.
What? I'm sorry. I basically just told you you're a ghost and you're completely okay with that? It doesn't faze you? You're completely calm?
I always felt like I cheated death with that one. Guess that's because I didn't.
Did shrapnel get him or something?
What the hell are you doing?
Helping you. You're missing the point, Oliver.
What?
You can't fight this.
Well, he's not stopping, so he's not dead. He's dying?
I'll take care of the rest.
God, you just keep reliving this over and over again.
Sorry, baby girl.
Looks like we lost this round.
I want you to know that you were the reason that I'm trying to be here. It's because of you.
Sweetheart, you are a hero. You are.
Thank you. Thank you. I've never had the chance to tell you how much you mean to me. I can't do this again. I'm done, Oliver. All I've ever wanted was a chance to say goodbye to Quentin. Now I have.
Monitor's giving them what they needed or what? So is she no longer in the loop?
So if me dying is a problem, maybe bringing me into the lion's den isn't so smart?
Couldn't think of a better way to keep you safe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whoa, whoa. Dude, that's a sick arrow. We've never seen that before. Disarming arrow, basically.
Oliver, you take care of these guys. There'll be more behind them. There will be more behind them. There is no saving me from this. Okay? You ever think that's the point?
Maybe you're not supposed to. You see, I've been out running death for a while now. The siege, the island. But when Diaz shot me, that felt different. Like I was finally at the end. And I made my peace with that. And maybe it's time you did too. I'll see you on the other side, Oliver.
Second episode.
Wanted to let you know, well, all of you know what a gift getting to know you all has been.
Dad, you're going to a fundraiser.
I think he's talking about crisis. I'm just really proud of all you guys.
I'm really proud.
Back when I was running around, trying to arrest me, you remember that? Oh, yeah. The good old days. How could I ever forget?
Question is,
What made you decide that I wasn't your enemy anymore?
Yeah, they got me to listen to what I always knew in my gut. That we were on the same side and fighting for the same goal, and it just took me a while to get there.
Sorry.
it's okay. Thank you, Quentin.
For everything.
Mr. Mayor, we're gonna see each other again, Oliver. Mr. Mayor.
I hope so.
And we're out.
Why did the Monitor go to all of this trouble just to prove a point?
You've always been a man who needed to see things for himself. Telling you wouldn't have been enough.
How long have you worked for him?
A while. What I can tell you is there is an evil coming that is greater than anything we've ever had to face.
Can we stop it?
I don't know. But you're the only chance we have.
Oh, don't tell me we're back on the island. Hey, Laurel, Dig, you there too?
It was a reward for not betraying me.
Didn't really think rewards were his brand.
Well, we were wrong about him.
And Myra was right.
God dang it, why are we back here?
You okay?
Where the hell are we?
Them too? Welcome to Leanne U, kids.
We're on Leanne U.
What about Roy? Freaking just brought him back to the team and just left him. Freaking Monitor. Oh, what a fucking garbage episode. Obviously, I lied through my teeth, basically, every time I say that. It's just mean. The mean episode. I hated that. I had to see Quentin die again and again and again. God. And that last one though, where he just walks, he takes off his vest and he's like, when he tells Oliver you can't fight, or don't try to fight it, try to accept, you know, you're trying to escape your fate kind of thing. You can't fight it. But God, I did not expect to see Quentin. That really got me, man. I didn't think we'd see him. I don't know. I wasn't sure if we were gonna see him this season. I don't know how we were gonna. God, I hated that. Man, that season, the finale when he died, that was the absolute worst. I hated that so much, man. But it was, as much as I hated seeing him dying over and over again, it was so good to have him back for just the episode. I really liked it bringing back like basically fan favorite characters for an episode for the last season. They brought, I think the first one was, well, technically the first one was Moira. Not fan favorites, but like something that has more of an emotional. Fan favorites Tommy, but Moira has more of an emotional connection to Oliver. But Tommy was definitely a fan favorite. Definitely that was really great. Then we had Thea. The next no, not the next episode. Sorry, we had again, maybe not a fan favorite for most people, but blanking. Tetsu or Tatsu. How do you say her name? Her. It was just cool seeing her back, seeing Katana again. Then we had Thea. That's definitely a fan favorite. And also an emotional connection too. And then what was it? What was the last episode? 4. So 4 was, what was episode 4? 1 second. Actually, I think episode 4. That was the. No, 1 second. What was it? Well, episode 4, the kids came back. No, they came to the present, so it wasn't necessarily. I don't think any fan favorites or like older cast members, past cast members. So I'm gonna say, really came back. The 4th episode, but that had a bit of an few emotional punches to it. And then last episode was obviously Anatoly. But every speech that Quentin gave to Oliver, like the first one, whenever first we find out, or whenever he tells him about the first time, he tells Quentin that basically he's going through Groundhog Day, and Quentin just, he is. I mean, I kind of figured that he'd believe him off the bat. Like I wasn't 100% sure, but like most of me was like, he's gonna believe him. Something tells me that he's just gonna believe him, and he did. And it was had something to that for some reason, like a little bit of a punch to the gut, not punch to the gut, but like it. A bit something, somehow it was heartwarming, and also then there was that comment he made after saying that I'm done learning my lesson about not believing you or not not trusting you and stuff like that. So I really love that. I love that they brought the character back and just and it was after the last time we saw him too. Like after was right season 6, right? That was when he died. It was after like even including the gunshot, like to that point, like except that for this thing he survived it. So it's he still has present characteristics and how he feels towards Oliver and everything, and he knows about Laurel, being from Earth 2, not like his Earth 1 Laurel, but still his Laurel. And their scenes together were great. Like whenever she sees him for the first time, well, first when she finds out that he's even here. Like you felt that, and then she sees him for the first time. It's like, oh, props for her keeping together, because if I were my dad or grandfather or something, that he'd been dead, and he sacrificed himself, saved me and stuff, and you never got to say goodbye to him, and you never got to the last words, him telling you how proud he was of you and that you're a hero and stuff like that. I would have been done. I mean, I was done I was almost done when I first saw him, when they turned the camera into him. I didn't recognize his voice for a second. I don't know why. It just didn't hit me who the voice was, and I was trying to think who is that? Like I did not pick it up from the voice, and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of myself. Like that was not in my mind who that would have been. McQuinn's voice has a very distinguished, yes, but distinct. I think it's one very distinct voice. But god dang, I was tearing up throughout the whole episode essentially. Anytime he was not every time he was dying, but anytime there was a great moment with him, just him between Oliver with Laurel, his last moments or his last death with Oliver, and then his last moment with Oliver telling him, Oliver was kind of going back and about how it used to be when he was the Hood, and what that his daughters were kind of basically brought him to realize what he knew at the back of his head or in his heart, that that Oliver they were on the same side, and then that's kind of when he accepted him, that he was that he was a good guy, not accepted, acknowledge what he was feeling, and just that those Oliver saying I shouldn't have to say goodbye to you again. Like, oh god dang it, that was a freaking good episode. I love this season so much, but I hate it just because it's the last. Stupid, it's the show. I almost teared. I was like, ugh. But it's the last season, dude, and I'm really like the shorter season. It's great just because it's so much more tight and compact. So there's no room for really any kind of it's not a loose. There's no time for really any filler episodes, and just the pacing is tighter and it's quicker. But that means the show's coming to an end sooner. And seeing as it's the last season, it sucks that it's such a shorter season. But they're pulling out all the stops, not just going back to showing kind of sort of nodding back to the previous stuff in the show, the best parts, even the best parts of the worst stuff, and also bringing back characters that we really loved and that broke us whenever we saw them die. It's a lot. And a couple times, whenever I'm bringing up that it's the last season, and I can't believe that it's coming to an end. We were so close. We're on episode 6 right now. There's only 4 episodes left, and it's thinking about it. It kind of seems a little stupid. I mean, maybe not. Like just that the show's ending. Like it might. I don't know if I'm supposed to be. Like I don't know if I'll be like going back to tear up about. I'm going too long in this. I'm sorry. Episode. You need to go in the episode. Yeah, kind of. Not the first time we saw Lila, but like whenever. Well, I don't. It was before the interaction chat with. No. It was either the interaction chat with Laurel or the one before that I was wondering if maybe Lila wasn't actually of the rest of this. Like it was actually Lila there, who was kind of trying to steer them. Then we get the confirmation. Yeah, she's the way she kind of talked to. I don't know if that was supposed to be the confirmation whenever she was talking to Laurel and said that whatever you have against me is on you. But when Oliver went to the bunker after Laurel accepted that whenever she finally got what she wanted, or she wanted to say goodbye to Quentin she wanted to see him one last time and actually say goodbye. Whenever Oliver showed up at the bunker and she wasn't there, Lila shows up and tells him that. Well, actually, I know it was before that. It was whenever she was at the place and shot Quentin there. That's when we knew that she's not part of this thing. And speaking of Laurel and Lila, the fact that I wasn't sure, like I was wondering if maybe what Monitor and Lila kind of came to Laurel with about betraying Oliver. I was wondering if it was a test, but then like I was completely just like talked out of it at the end of the last episode. I didn't think that was part of it. Like, or that I figured what happened. It was like, hey, so it wasn't a test. It was literally just, they were trying to get her to betray him. So I was thinking at first, but then they totally just, they talked me out of it. But apparently it was a test by the Monitor, and what he was doing was actually giving her a reward. Letting her to be able to see Quentin one last time and be able to actually say goodbye because she never got the chance to. So. Yeah, I figured the Monitor wasn't a bad guy. Because, I mean, we know what the Monitor is supposed to be doing. And then Lila actually brought up, Monitor brought up to Oliver before, but Lila brought up that there's a greater evil that they've an evil bigger and worse than they've ever dealt with before, and that Oliver's the key essentially to stopping it. I think is what she said. So they still haven't exactly name dropped the anti-monitor, but like in the book, whenever they showed it in the recap, like you see the image of the monitor, but it looks like half of it's like kind of cracked looking. I wonder if it's showing. I forgot to kind of go over it in the last episode, but it looks like I'm wondering if it's showing both of them, like monitor and anti-monitor, and just like kind of split down the middle, but not really showing a good split. Because it kind of just looks like it could be like their version of shading or whatever on the old timey book, but I don't know, because it seemed very. So I don't know if that was supposed to be shading or that's supposed to, that side's anti-monitor, this side's monitor, and they're kind of they got mixed messages as to what the monitor is actually for. I really love, even in this reality, obviously Monitor again isn't necessarily punishing them. He was kind of, as Lila said, that way Oliver's always been is not really accept something unless it's shown to him. So I kind of thought it was funny, and also just like, yeah, that's kind of accurate. And it was their way of finally getting him to see the point that there's not really, he has to go through with this. But I was gonna say, I love that the dig in here. It was Quentin here and the dig in here both. I loved how they interacted with Oliver, even in that small moment that Dig and Oliver had was like whenever he was telling him why he's like the reason he believes that they can get through this, that he can get through this because it's Oliver. He had such faith in Oliver. And I love their like any moments they have together. Even in this, it's not really Dig, but it's still Dig. Like he didn't make a fake Dig, even though it is a fake reality. It's what would have happened if Quentin didn't die. Oliver still went to what was it called? Slabside. He still went there though. But I'm assuming maybe Quentin in this reality or in this fake reality, he kind of was able to get him out. But yeah, I just loved like the way they still interact with him the same way, and it was still very, even though it's not them, there was still that, that moment. But yeah, now they're all like, even he brought the kids on the island. He brought the kids and Dig. But he didn't bring Roy. He left Roy, which is weird because Roy had joined up with them. That kind of sucks. Roy's like, he finally shows up. He's like, all right, I have a team. Stop me with my bloodlust. And then, guys, I came out of hiding for this, and you're leaving me here. So I feel so bad for Roy. Like, they just like left. He just left. Why did he leave Roy? Like, why and why did he bring them to freaking Lian Yu in the first place? Like, I mean, I know he has a plan, but like, what is this? Like, what is the point? What's he doing? Is he trying to give the kids like an I don't know. I was gonna say, is he trying to give the kids like a bit of real world training? But they were like, in the future they had it rough, but they still had technology, even though they were in hiding. Like, this would be different. Maybe he wants William, because I think William was there too. Yep, William's still there. So yeah, he brought all the future kids, and he brought Dig. I mean, Dig I can understand a little more, but still, I don't know why he brought them at all. Like, why he dropped them off on Lian Yu. I'm like, what's the point here? What's he planning? Like, why here? God, I don't know. Again, great episode. Really emotional for me. I'm sure for most people too. Just when they first, if the promo showed Quentin, that's so stupid. That's a reveal that you should stay for the actual episode when you see it. But I don't know. I'll check out the promo, but just of this episode, not the next. So no spoilers for the next episode, please. Again, I don't watch any promos. I don't watch anything. I haven't even watched Crisis trailers. I don't want to know anything. So no spoilers, please. But yeah, I really hope they didn't spoil the Quentin reveal for you guys. That would really suck. That just ruins it. But I don't. Yeah, at the next episode, they're like, all the kids gonna be on the island. They're gonna be like, this is, well, the thing is, this is where William found Roy, future Roy, old Roy. So, but he still had issues with this environment. Like, I mean, the thing that kind of got him was Roy's traps. So there's. I mean, is it Roy's or was it Oliver's traps they left behind? I'm assuming it's Roy's, but still, I'm wondering if, like, what is the Monitor's point here? Like, what? I know he has his plan, and it's supposed to be a good plan. I mean, the Crisis, it's a pretty decent plan. I mean, buys them time and crap. But I'm wondering, like, what's their adaptation for this? So I guess next step we'll see how all the young ones deal with Lian Yu. But for now, guys, that's it for this week's episode for Arrow. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for next episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to support us, go ahead and check out our Patreon. We get access to polls to vote on what shows you want us to react to whenever we need replacements, and early access for any catch-up series that we have. Link to our Patreon will also be in the description down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys next week.